everyone, thank you for clicking on today's video. I really appreciate you guys watching. Today we are going to do a cash stuffing. I did want to do a budget with me this week, but it's just gotten too hectic. My son, I think, is going through some kind of sleep regression for his 2 years of age, so it's just been really difficult in the evening trying to have enough time to get filmed. Unfortunately, I wasn't not able to do a budget with me this week, but I definitely want to start getting back into those. So sorry about that, but I want to go ahead and get a cash stuffing in today. We are actually going to stuff everything today, so this video might be a little bit longer, but hopefully you guys enjoy that. Let me know if you like to keep the cash envelopes and bills binder separate from the sinking funds, or if you like it all together in one video. So let me know, but we're going to count this money real quick and then we will jump into it. So if you guys are interested in our cash stuffings, then keep watching. All right, so we are gonna count this money real quick. You guys know the drill. I am not great at counting this cash for whatever reason. I have terrible memory, and so it makes it very difficult to remember what I just counted. So we are gonna break out the handy dandy calculator and make sure we can get it all added up for us. All right, so let's start with our hundreds here. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have 6 in hundreds. And then we definitely have some new 50s, which is cool. So 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. So we have 750s. Okay. And then let's count our 20s. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40. So 440 in 20s. And then let's do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 190 in 10s. Let's get 2 more to go. So we got 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And then we got some 1s here. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 in 1s. All right, so we are cash stuffing $1,997. I think we'll have a little bit more. To be honest, I took out a little bit of money, and I'll explain it kind of a little bit later. So we'll just jump into it, kind of see how it goes. So happy weekend. I hope you guys have had a great start to your weekend. You guys will probably be seeing this on Sunday. I am filming it on Saturday, trying to get it up and going. But I hope you guys have had a great weekend so far. I'm sorry, my dogs are playing again. I'm sorry if you can hear them. They like to be in here while I'm filming, because if I don't let them in here, then they're usually crying outside the door. So I have to let them in here, but then they make a lot of noise. Sorry about that. Okay, so we definitely have some change. I will put that in our little change tray at the end of the video. But I will set that over here. Okay. So this weekend's been busy already. So today is Saturday. We went to a small local craft show this morning. So we did spend a little bit of money there. I forgot we were going, so I did steal a little bit of money from my childcare fund, but as you guys, most of you know, we are a month ahead on all of our bills, so we do have time to recover that money before we actually pay that out. So in saying that, we are paid up through October for all of our bills, including our childcare, and then we stuff cash envelopes and sinking funds actively for the month that we're in, and then all the bills are actually for the month we're going to be in a little while. So we'll start with our, let's see, my list starts with our bills, so we'll actually start in our bills binder first. Well, here, so I don't mess this up. Okay, so in our wallet, we do have a little bit of cash left over from this past week. So we have $30 in Masons that we didn't use, so we will set that aside. That might help us recover what we spent today. And that is it for now. Mason does have a gift card from his birthday, so that stays in my wallet. So we will actually stuff those here in a little bit, but we're gonna start with our bills binder. All right, So as you can tell, everything's been emptied because we are at the beginning of October. So all this money was pulled out and deposited into the bank, and I just paid all of our October bills. So we are going to go ahead and get started with, all right, so pest, we are going to do a 5 and 2 1s. So we are renters, but we still take care of the small things around this house. So pest is one of those that I definitely want to have, being taken care of. I'm not a bug person in any way, so I definitely want to keep that going. And then student loans, we're going to do a 10, a 5, and 4 1s. So what are you guys have any plans for this weekend? I'd love to know. The weather is so beautiful here in North Carolina, so I hope you guys have been enjoying it. If you're from around here, it's gotten really nice and cool, so it's the perfect weather for me. I love this time of year. So we have 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 going into student loans. We are paying on one of the student loans right now. The rest of them are on deferment for a little bit longer. I do qualify, I believe, for part of that government forgiveness, so we'll see what happens with that. But we are just going to keep on trucking when it comes to paying for it for right now. All right, so for internet, we're going to do a 10, 5, and 3 1s. Boys, my gosh. These boys are so active when, of course, when I have the camera on. So 10, 15, 16, 17, 18 going into our internet. So I'd be curious to see how you guys are handling your budgets right now going into the holiday season. Are you guys already fully funded for Christmas? Are you still working on that? Let me know if you got some side hustles you're working on. I'm really contemplating getting a side hustle going. Whether it's, doing something with Etsy or, I don't know. I'd love to have some other streams of income though. So besides our payroll. So if you guys do something that seems to do really well for you, let me know. I'd love to start making some money on the side. I used to sell a lot of my makeup and stuff, but I don't have much of that to sell anymore since I haven't been collecting it as fast as I used to. So I don't have any of that to resell, but let me know if you guys have any ideas. Okay, for phones, we're gonna do a 50 and a 5 for our cell phones. We did have an overage last month, so hopefully this month we'll be back down to what it's supposed to be. So we got 55 in cell phone right now. Okay, for insurance, we're going to put, I forgot, we don't have these in order. So our insurance is going to be 124. Excuse me. We definitely went up in insurance when I got my vehicle. So I've reached out to my insurance guy to see if he can tell me why my insurance went up. It's crazy. My husband has a Jeep Wrangler and it went down when we got his car, but I have a family SUV and it went up with my car. So I do have my insurance guy working on that just to see if I can get a lower rate. But so we have 120, 1, 2, 3, 4 going into insurance for right now. All right, that's car insurance. And then credit card, my credit card is paid off, but we do use it now for gas only. So whatever money I put on this is going towards that. And then we are currently working on paying off my husband's credit card. So this payment is strictly just, Tucker, shh. This is strictly just the minimum due or balance on mine and the minimum due on my husband's. And Tucker, shh. And then the debt payment will be towards my credit card. I'm sorry, my dogs are barking. I have 2 little toy poodles, and since we just got home from the little craft fair, they are super high-strung about being out of their crates. So, okay, so let's go to our credit cards, which is a 50 for mine, and then 2 20s for my husband's. All right, so we have 50, 70, 90 going into credit card. Tucker, stop. My goodness. All right, electricity. These are all kind of out of order. Electricity, we are going to do a 50 and a 20. So these are crisp $50 bills, that's for sure. All right, 50 and a 20 in electricity. And all right, car payments. Let's go back to our cars. So we're going to do 150 for my car and 100 for my husband's. All right, so we got 250 going into our car payments. Tucker, stop. All right, so that is our bills binder. So we are ready to go on that, starting off on a good foot for this month. All right, and then we'll jump into our cash envelopes here. So I do use this Kate Spade wallet here, and it's just got sections in the middle, and that's where I put these little dividers. So for Mason, we're going to do 40, so 2 20s for Mason. So we have his gift card and these 20s. This covers his diapers, wipes, small things like that. Grocery, we are gonna do 160 for grocery, because groceries are so darn expensive right now. It's crazy how much more we have to pay now. All right, animals, we're gonna do, we probably should be getting food here soon for the dogs. So let's go ahead and do pet care. We're doing a 50 and a 10. So that is 60 for the doggies and the cat. And then for dining out, we have 40 for dining out. We are still on our diet, so we don't typically use that money, but we did this past week. We try to get some healthy stuff. But all right, so that is our cash envelope. So this does go into my wallet for our weekly spending. And then let me make sure I don't lose track. So I do have an Excel. If you guys are not familiar, I'll try and link it in my Google Docs down below. But this is the Excel I use, so that's what I'm referring to while I'm doing this, just to make sure I keep track of everything. So we're gonna jump into, I have $50 set aside for dog grooming, so I'm gonna pull that out and set aside. I don't think I have a dog grooming envelope, so we're going to start setting it aside. It is around $200 when I get both my dogs groomed, and they're definitely due for it, so we'll go ahead and save that real quick for them to get their hair done. Okay, so let me just go down here in my Excel, and we're going to jump into our sinking funds. Okay, so these are all of our sinking fund binders. So these binders are broken out basically on the time that I plan to use them. So this binder is my more often used / fourth quarter. So we have $1,000 for Christmas in our savings account. So these are placeholders that I got off of Etsy. So this just represents the money that is sitting in the bank. So we do have $1,000 sitting in the bank for Christmas. So we will eventually start pulling that out and having it available for Christmas shopping. Okay, for date night, we are going to add a little bit of money here. Date night, we're going to add $20. So our anniversary is next week. So or this coming week. So we'll probably go out to dinner or something, a lunch date or something. So we'll use this for that. So Tucker, goodness, he's actually under the covers on the bed playing. So that's why he's barking. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 105. So we have 105 in our date night, which is great. That'll be a nice meal together, maybe go to the movies. Vacation, we do have a vacation coming up here in the next 2 months or so. So we have $2,000 set aside in the bank for our vacation. So that will cover any additional, activities that we want to do. That, the hotel and the main tickets are already paid for. We are going to Disney. So this is just spending money and any other admission to things that we decide we want to go to while we're down there, anything like that. So that is $2,000 there. So Mason's birthday, I am saving for his birthday next year. He just turned 2, so I'm trying to get ahead and start saving for his birthday. So we are going to put 7 in his 2023 birthday envelopes. We have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 in Mason's birthday. This past week, well, his birthday was the 24th of September. We did a cute little Toy Story theme. So super excited to see what we're going to do this coming year for him. Okay, so for birthday, why is my birthday empty? What happened? I feel like something happened recently and my husband needed some cash. That's super weird. Birthday, we need to put a 10 and a 5. So I know I have a birthday this month that I'm going to have to do. So what I might do is, because her birthday's like in a week or 2, so we might do this 10 and 5, and then I'm gonna add I'm gonna go ahead and add this $30 that we had left over this past week. So that gives us 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. Well, no, let's do 25. I think 25 has been my budget for birthdays. So we'll do 25 in this birthday envelope. That way we are set up for her birthday in a week or two. And then I'll have to figure out what happened there. I think my husband needed cash for something. He went to a work event and I think he had to snag some. Okay, so for health, we're gonna add just a 5. This covers, you know, some minor medicines, things like that. I have a different binder or different envelope that I'd like to set up for like saving for our full health deductible, but this is for small things, over-the-counter medicine, things like that. So 10, 20, 25 in our health. All right. And then clothing, we are still saving for clothing. Let's add a 10 to that. So we have 30 in clothing. I believe this weekend are gonna go trade in Mason's clothes at Target and get him pants and stuff for the winter and probably some new shoes. But so we'll start saving for any clothes that we may need. Beauty, we're gonna add a little bit more this time around. We're gonna add a 50, a 20, and a 10. I do need to go get my nails done tomorrow, so this will cover that, as well as my husband wants to get his hair cut. So we will work on that for this month. So I'm sorry, I'll count that. So we have 50, 70, 90, 100, 1, 2, 3. So we have 103 in beauty. All right. 103, I think we're gonna be short. So if he goes to get his haircut today and I get my nails done on Monday, we're gonna be a little short. So I'm gonna go ahead and add these 2 10s that we had left over this week. I'm gonna go ahead and add those back in here. Typically I would throw them at some debt, but I wanna make sure that we have enough to do my nails and his hair. I've been doing my nails out of our buffer, and so I really want to get the habit of making sure that this beauty budget includes my nails, my eyebrows, anything else that I want to get done, as well as not just my husband's hair, my son's hair. So 50, 70, 90, 100, 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. So we have 123 in beauty. That should be enough to do his hair and my nails tomorrow. All right, so cake funds, I believe we are fully funded right now on cake funds. This is just so if I'm doing any cake for any birthdays for my family, it's not coming out of my grocery budget. So we have 20, 40, 60, that's plenty to get cakes done for them. So as of right now, I'll probably do one for my mom this month, but other than that, we are doing okay on those. All right, gifts, this is for gifts outside of birthdays. So baby showers, things like that. I do have a baby shower to go to this month. So there will be some money coming out of this. So we are adding a 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 in gifts. All right, so that is our more current binder or binder that we plan on using throughout this month. So that is that one. That one stays pretty full. All right, so we're gonna jump over here to our next one. This is stuff that's farther out, but it's inevitably going to get used. So Amazon is our Amazon Prime account. We're gonna add $2 to that. We just paid Amazon, so we should be set until next year. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 in our Amazon Prime. So next is debt. So debt, we are going to add 50, so a 50 and 2 20s. So we were able to add 50, 70, 90 to our debt, this paycheck. So we do have other paychecks coming in this month, and at the end of the month I will deposit the debt along with all the bills. Or the cash for the bills, and then I will pay a big payment on the debt for the month. So super exciting. This past month we were able to put almost $600 on my husband's credit card. So that's awesome. This cash system saves me so much money. It's crazy. If you're thinking about just getting into the cash budgeting, I highly recommend it. I save so much more money doing it this way than I do if I'm just swiping my card. Okay, so for home maintenance, we're gonna add $5. Like I mentioned with the pest, we do the small things for this house like light bulbs, air fresheners, things like that. So I do get like the Glade plugins just to keep the house smelling nice. They do supply us with air filters with our rent though. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. I guess I could put my yard maintenance in this too. You know, I usually set that out separately because we do have the yard guy coming every other week. I guess I could put that in there. Okay, so speaking of that, I think I have cash for that too later. Okay, so for next is car maintenance, which I think I took that one out, but I am going to set that aside. Car maintenance, we had $50. My husband had to get a new battery in his Jeep, so I am pulling this 50 to start replacing what we used in our car maintenance. So that's going to stay over to the side. All right, next is this one. This is health. This is what I was talking about with the health. Sorry, the health deductible. We're going to add 5 to this. So we have a 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. Sorry guys, I know this video is getting a little long, so I want to get it done for you so you're not sitting here too long. All right, and then vet, we're going to add a 10. This is for hopefully if we had any issues with our dogs, that this will help cover some of the fees. One of my dogs, my little one, or they're both little, but one of them had back surgery about a few years ago. So once they have back problems, they're always going to have back problems according to the doctor. So we are trying to just get ahead just in case. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90 in our vet sinking fund. All right, so that is that one. And we're on our last one here. This is our kind of like our more long-term savings. So Mason, my son, has an envelope here. So we try to put money in there every week. Once it hits a certain amount, we will put that into the high yield savings account and put placeholders. So for Mason, we have 100, 50, 200, 50, 300, 20, 40, 60, 70. So we have 370. Today we are going to add another 50. So let's get another 50 for him. So we have 100, 50, 200, 50, 300, 50, 70, 90, 410, 420. I think that's 420 in Mason's. Probably once we hit 500, we'll do a placeholder. So that is for Mason. And then for retirement, we are also adding another 50 to retirement. All right, so let's add that 50 here. So we have 51, 52, 50, 70, 80. Yep, 280, right? Oh my gosh, I'm terrible at this. Yes, 280, sorry. 280 in retirement. All right, and then future home, we are starting to save for home. We do have some savings set aside to help us with due diligence and things like that, but we're just starting to save some kind of money to set aside to help with those expenses next year at some point. So let's scroll down here in my Excel. For future home, we're gonna add a 5. So we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 55 in future home. All right, and the last envelope in here is hustle. So if I did any side hustling, that's where this would go. If I sold any makeup or if we did any freelance work for my job or anything, then it would go in there. So, but we did not do any of that so far. So that is all of those binders. That is a lot of binders. Okay, so a few things I know we need to put it back in here is childcare. So that's kind of that envelope was missing from the binder, so it threw me off. So we're going to do, let's see, I don't want to mess myself up here. So what we're going to do is, let's go to our Amazon Prime binder, which I think is this one. And we're going to put some money in here for our, is our home in here? No, it's in the next one, I guess. Oh yeah, there's the home one. So we're gonna put our money in here for our yard maintenance, just so I know it has a home somewhere. So with our yard care, he comes every other week and it's $40. So we're gonna add that to our home. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90 in our home envelope. All right, so I know that's done. And then what else do we have? We have a few one-offs. I think the last thing is my childcare. So childcare, like I mentioned earlier, we did steal a little bit of money. So let's see how much we have. So we're supposed to have 600 for childcare. So we have 200 and then 50, 300, and then 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500. Is that right? 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500. And then we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So we are 40 short of our $600 goal here. So 40 short. We had some change left from when we took some of the money from here to the place. So let's see if we got 40 left. Tucker, shh. We have 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I think we're gonna be $6 short in total. So let's make sure, let's add all this up one more time. Make sure we got all the money that we need for childcare this week. Now, again, I don't pay this until November. So we definitely have some time if we are short anything. So we have 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. Yes, so we are going to be $6 short. That's okay. We can definitely find $6 in our budget. Probably by the end of this week, I'll probably have some cash left in our cash envelopes, and we will make sure that we get that 6 in here. So I'm not worried about that at all. So this will go into our daycare, which will go into our bills binder. So I think, guys, this was a little all over the place. I hope you guys are okay with that. We are getting close to a half hour on this, so I'm sorry it's so long. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Definitely leave comments down below. How are you guys doing on your budget? Are you guys ready for Christmas yet? Are you struggling? I'd love to hear from you guys and support you in any way we can. You know, if you want to put your Etsy shop down below in the comments, please do. I'd love to come check out your shop. And I really appreciate you guys watching. And I'm sorry for my dogs. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.